This broadcast of the ASEAN Basketball League may not be reused in any way, shape, or form without an express written consent of the ABL.
Go right there, another block by Delvin.
Wide open is Regulus. Back-to-back triples for Mono Vampire.
Only 7 remaining. He makes his move. Young forces it up and in! CC hasn't made a shot before that.
Pretty good so far here in the first half.
Lie. Oh, everyone for the Black Bears finding the bottom of the net. Leaky with a big steal. Leaky for 3. That goes in. What a play.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting edition of ABL basketball action here in beautiful Taipei at the Taipei Heping Basketball Gymnasium, where the Taipei Fubon Braves will again be taking on the Macau Black Bears here in Taipei. It's beautiful weather outside, but it's going to be very heated up inside the gymnasium today, where last time when the two meet, the Fubon Braves 95-91 defeated the Macau Black Bears, and I'm sure the Black Bears are looking for revenge today here on Taipei's home court, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, so far we had an undefeated team in the name of Mono Vampires at 3-0. Macau Black Bears, after losing to the Taipei Fubon Braves, are 2-1, winning 2 straight games. And of course, we see the standings with Saigon Heat and Singapore Slingers not yet playing a game yet. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game again. My name is David Wu, and next to me is the ever so talented and knowledgeable Mr. Kenny Gao. How are you doing?
Pretty good, Dave. Hi, Dave. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Don't be nervous, my friend. I know it's going to be a very exciting game because the Taipei Fubon Braves are again going to be taking on home court the Macau Black Bears, where they defeated last time, 95-91.
Exactly. Fubon had a complete inside advantage over the Black Bears. But this time, I think the Black Bears will be ready for the challenge, especially how to stop Saint Bolo and Chuck Garcia in the paint. Because last time they met, they had the 20-point advantage in the paint scoring. So this time, they will have to really block these guys out and to avoid the second opportunity points.
Exactly. So basically, last time we talked about the size difference because the Macau Black Bears have a kind of a size disadvantage. But last time during the game, they kept it really close because we saw the 3 imports in Manigo and McKinney and Edwards. They basically took on the load for the team and kept it very close and really, really gave the Fubon Braves a big scare. Huh?
Yes, and this 3-headed scoring monster, lead by Kenny Manigo, so far they're averaging 71 points altogether.
Right.
And this is almost 70% of the entire scoring. But luckily for the Black Bears right now, they have a very good outside shooter in Jennings Leung. And he's been making, double figuring scoring the past 3 games.
Exactly.
So this will be a very good opportunity for Jennings Leung to really stretch the perimeter and,
Right.
give Fubon some troubles from the outside.
Exactly. We saw the picture of like Sing Bula, and we know that Mike McKinney was unstoppable last time, and basically he was just cutting in and out, in between people, around people, shooting all over the place, giving all kinds of trouble to the Bears. And basically he is leading the league in like all different divisions, like different sections. Like he is just unstoppable, McKinney. How are they going to stop him in this game?
Well, McKinney can score from anywhere, but fortunately for the Braves, last game he shot 1 for 10 from the three-point line. So that's really not justifying McKinney's scoring prowess, because he scored 17 points in the first half, but only scored immediately 6 points in the second half. So if you really go to his average this year, he should have a very consistent first and second half in scoring.
Right, of course, we're talking about like the size difference, but Brandon Edwards, he's another force to be reckoned with on the Black Bears, because he can score and he can really rebound. He's basically taking on the load for the rebound for the Black Bears. So how is he going to do this year? How can they block him out this time in this game?
Well, he's a mobile big man, and plus, the last time the Black Bears really got inside the post on their penetrations, and they for the Fubon Braves, they really have to stop the initial guard penetration to the post, and the little ball drop off to Brandon Edwards for easy two deuce.
As you can see, 26 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double. So basically, he can do it from the outside and cause problems on the inside of the basket, near the basket. So Brandon Edwards is someone we have to like really keep an eye out also. And of course, Kenny Manigo, the first game against the Taipei Fubon Braves, he scored like, what, 150 points? I mean, I'm not sure what it was. He was just scoring all over the place, Kenny.
Exactly. Manigo scored 33 points the first time around. And he's very different from last year's scoring champion, Anthony Tucker, because Tucker requires a lot of ball possession. But Manigo is the type of guy who can score from anywhere without the ball. He can cut to the basket, he can come off the pick, he can come with a double pick, and really make that three working for the Black Bears.
As you can see, Kenny Manigo, so far after, I guess, 2 games after so far recently, he's averaging 26 points a game. And of course, Mike McKinney is averaging 24, so that's 50 points between the two of them. As you can see, last time Braves versus the Dragons, 95-93. I thought it was a 1 point different game, right?
It was a 2 point game.
It was 2 point. Okay. So last time they came very close, because the Braves are doing well in all different aspects, but the key thing is, we've been looking at it, their free throws are miserable.
Well, against Black Bears, they were okay, but the following game where they lost to the Dragons, that's where the free throw problem really settled in. And this is an area that Fubon Braves really have to improve to compete in this game, because against the Dragons, they were shooting 10 for 18, and that's very low percentage. To win a very close game, the free throw percentage has to go up.
Of course, you see a couple of key players for the Taipei Fubon Braves. You see Cai Wencheng, a buddy of yours also. He basically gave a lot of spark to the Braves by being under the basket. He's not the tallest guy in the world, but he gave some ump and gave a lot of energy for the team.
Exactly. He may not look like your typical, big, broad, big muscle basketball player.
Don't talk about his hairdo.
But he's the Uncle Drew of the team, because he will sneak in and grab double figure and rebound almost every game.
Deceptively.
Last year in SBL season, he almost averaged 9 rebounds a game. He almost averaged double figure and rebounds almost every year. Being only 6'2", he's
very quietly.
Very
he does all
deceiving.
that. Very, very quietly, right?
He's a deceiving scorer and deceiving rebounder.
Exactly. Of course, OJ Mayo. How can we forget OJ Mayo? Last game against the Black Bears, he had 5 turnovers, where there's a couple of them towards the end of the game that almost cost him the game.
Exactly. The Braves are rookies of the ABL. For rookies to win games, they have to learn on the fly and to improve, to adjust. And this is what the Braves has to do. And they will learn the usage of the imports are very important in ABL, because almost every ABL team are using their imports 38 minutes to 40 minutes, except for the Braves. Braves are averaging 26 minutes almost for every one of their imports.
All right, so we can see like a bully basketball. We got 2 big guys named Charles Garcia, Chuck, your friend also, and of course Sing Bula at 7'5". He is really bullying people underneath the basket, but somehow last time, the Black Bears, I guess, we can't say we did well, but he still had his way under the basket. At 7'5", how can you not?
Well, Sim is shooting an extremely high percentage.
Right.
And plus, it's hard to get him outside the paint. But the biggest problem for Sim right now is one, playing time.
Right.
Because he hurt his foot just right before the season started.
Right.
So he's not 100% at this moment. For Fubon Braves to win this game, the utilization of the 3 imports has to be at a higher rate. They have to let the guys play a little more than 26 to 30 minutes.
Of course, we see like our 3 referees from Malaysia and then Singapore, and then for the Philippines. So our game is going to be depending on them. So good luck, guys. So ladies and gentlemen, our game between the Taipei Fubon Braves with the Macau Black Bears is going to get underway real soon. So how do you look at this game? Like, I mean, can you be a prophet today? What's the outcome, Kenny? Is that too much to ask you so far right now?
Well, the Braves really have to continue their dominance in the paint. And plus, I think the substitution pattern for the Braves has to be learned and improved on the fly. Because just like what we're saying, you know, Fubon is a rookie in ABL League. They have to learn how to utilize their imports, how to get used to the opponent's playing pace. They have to get used to how the referees are calling the game, because everything is different from the league that they played from last year, which playing the much slower rate and play in the much, more contact in the paint.
Right.
They are allowing more contact in the paint right now in ABL, and that's what Fubon really has to learn and adjust to it.
So you really think that the Taipei Fubon Braves really have to play the imports a little more? They have to give them a little more PT, is what you're saying?
For the imports, they probably have to get higher usage rate. And for the pace of the game so far, Fubon is one of the slowest teams in the league right now. For the 8 teams that have played already, they're averaging 92 field goals per game. That's like the 7th slowest team in the entire league. And versus their opponent today, the Black Bears, they're the 2nd fastest team in the entire league, and they're the 2nd most three-point shooting field goal attempts in the league. So
Right.
this is what they have to learn how to defend.
Well, last time they met was Taipei Fubon Braves, the first game ever in the ABL League. So they really, had to learn a lot of stuff. They came out with a win. And then, so we're going to see how Coach Roger Hsu, after game number 1 against the Bears, have made some kind of changes in terms of playing time for the players or their tactics against the Black Bears. Because the Black Bears really, even though they only played about 6 or 7 players, they really kept getting really close and really had a chance of actually winning the game. Huh. So
Right.
we'll see how they do the changes this time in this game around. Time around.
The Braves are learning that ABL is pretty much guard-dominating league. And Black Bear is a prime example of a very strong guard playing team, because the balance attack between Mike McKinney, Jennings Lam from the outside, and Kenny Mendigo can shoot from anywhere. So not only they have a very fast pace, 86 field goal attempts per game. That's 14 field goal attempts more than the Braves in each game.
Exactly. Well, you can tell the tension is already happening, because right after the tip-off, we have a foul right away. And the ball goes to Ling Zhijie, takes another shot from the outside, and no good. And Mendigo with a rebound. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The second meeting between the Taipei Fubon Braves and the Macau Black Bears. Can the Black Bears get revenge this time around? We'll see how both teams changes their tactic against each other. Mendigo gets the ball. He got stolen by Tsai. There we go. The deceptive Tsai on the drive. Can he go all the way? And he does. 2 for Tsai Wen-chen. Uncle Juice, Uncle Tsai.
Uncle Tsai stopped on the break.
I think he had a haircut
And
today.
Kenny Mendigo had to fly by.
Yeah, it looks like after game number 1, they all know kind of like who to defend and what kind of changes they got to make, man. So it's going to be another exciting game. So hopefully the Braves and the free throw, which may make a difference down the stretch, gets a little bit better this time. And Edwards with the ball, looking for a foul, but does not get it.
Well, Fubon communicated really well down the post.
Yeah.
Then quickly helped out on a double team and stopped Edwards from dunking the ball.
And there goes Mayo with the ball. Was going to give it a Zheng Wending, but a little miscommunication right there. Turnover for the Braves.
Braves starting with O.J. Mayo and Chuck Garcia. St. Bula sitting on the bench to start this game.
Right.
This is exactly what we're talking about, because in ABL, you really have to utilize the prowess and the scoring power of the imports.
Right. Like that one from McKinney, but the shot is called no good. Foul before the shot.
The Braves start Ling Zhijie on McKinney to start the game on this matchup. you'll probably have one of the best local players in Asia against the leading scorer or the second leading scorer of the league.
Oh, and Mr. Leung, number 15, puts up a very tough layup and goes on the deck, but gets 2 to tie the game up. And from a distance, Ling Zhijie, the Beast.
The Beast can't really put it up from anywhere. Offensively, he has to check Mike McKinney on, in Bay, because if defensively McKinney has to exert more energy, that means there may be less energy for him going on the offensive side.
Right. As you can see, it's quite physical so far. And someone has the ball. Gives it to O.J. Mayo. O.J. bounces to Garcia. And puts up another 2. And 1. Yes, and 1.
O.J. does the J Will.
O.J. does the J Will.
No look pass behind the back.
It's a yo may yo. That's a yo right there, my friend. No look pass to Chuck. Chuck with the bucket. How's the free throw? So far, so good, my friend. 1 for 1. All right.
Garcia really plays with passion.
He does.
He's like one of the emotional leader of the team for Fubon Braves. When the team is down or, needs some momentum, you got to insert Chuck.
Right. And we have Leung right there. Another layup, but this time no good. Got swatted out. Still, Bears ball.
Warren Leung, another one of the Canadian connection.
Yes.
Played college ball in Canada with their outside shooter Jennings Leung from Miguel University.
A lot of Leungs right there. Oh, and somehow the ball steps in, but does not get the layup. Tosses it to OJ. OJ drives in, but got knocked away. Ling got a little loose ball. OJ.
Oh.
Go for 3, and it's good! Almost losing the ball, picks it back up and tosses it into the hoop.
Well, Leung was able to get front of OJ, but he wasn't able to put his hand up against OJ. All OJ needs is a little gap to make that three-pointer work.
Well, so far, I guess the Braves are doing a pretty good job on defense against the Bears.
This is almost exact the same start as last time when they played.
Right.
In the first quarter, where the Braves jumped out a very quick lead.
That was a foul on Ling in beast mode.
Quickly, the Braves, the Black Bears insert Liu Zihao.
Liu Zihao.
Liu Zihao did not play the last time when these two teams met.
Liu Zihao from mainland China. This time with a shot. And off the rim, no good. Jenny with the rebound, toss it back in, but straight to Chuck. And Chuck brings it down the court. What's he going to do? He'll take it all the way. Oh, get fouled, but no and 1. Good effort, though.
Well, that is a very good decision. He really pressed and go on to the basket before somebody picks him up. Because although there are 2 defenders back for defense, but no one really stopped the ball.
Right. So like I said, Chuck plays a lot of passion. Like last time when they played the KL Dragons, where they lost by a couple points, and it was off the camera, but he was right in front of us and really showed his emotion and disappointment in losing such a close game where he actually hit that big 3. Well, not a big 3, but a 3-pointer towards the end of the game, but to no avail.
Exactly.
He showed his emotion. I goes, darn, we should have won the game. So you're right, a lot of passion.
After losing to the Dragons, they have a week off. And they told me it's been a very difficult week for them.
Well, playing back-to-back with such high intensity, it's going to take a toll on anybody, my friend.
Right.
Imagine us doing that.
If they're not playing the game, they have to practice, and the practice are very hectic.
Oh, there we go.
Liu Zhao can really pull it up from the 3-point line.
Liu Zhao for 3, and OJ brings it back up again. Yes, for 2. Asking for a slap, but no good. And McKinney. And McKinney losing the ball, and it's touchdown. As you can see, this time the Braves actually did a pretty good job on, we see Kenny Manigo hasn't scored anything yet, huh? And then McKinney's fighting difficulties, and Liu Zihao scored a 3.
Well, after Manigo had 2 30-point games, he really slowed down the last game, scoring only 14 points. But that's no indication of how Manigo's going to score tonight, because Kenny is the GOAT.
Who knows? Maybe starting off slow, and then they may pick it up later on. Chuck with a shot outside. Short. Edwards, Manigo with the rebound. And what's he going to do with the ball? Toss it Edwards. And there's a foul called on Mr. Big Zimwindi, number 76. Or is that Garcia? So Chuck Garcia, number 36.
Well, Macau Black Bears, they rarely go down low to their big men going one-on-one. And this time, Edwards had pretty good inside position down the low block.
So they actually play a little bit different.
Oh.
Okay, so there we go. Ling Zhijie got tricked into jumping up from the fake by McKinney. And I guess that's just the way it is. When you're like Ling Zhijie, you got tricked into that. You know the guy's going to jump into you. You might as well foul him so he doesn't take the shot. Because he can't get a shot, a possible make, and a 4-point play, I guess you could say. If you're going to foul him. None of this, oops, sorry, I touched you.
Well, McKinney really flourished last year after Anthony Tucker was hurt.
Right.
Because Tucker, most of the time, controls the ball and take too long of the time is holding on to the ball. So once he got hurt, McKinney really exploded in points and in controlling the possession of the ball. Winning the scoring champion last year, and also he was one of the best imports and winning the Heritage Import of the Year.
That's right, and he's so far 2 for 2 on the free throw line, going for one more. So he's actually been sort of held in check so far in the first quarter, but will he explode somewhere along the line? We shall see.
Well, natural scorer like McKinney, you can kind of slow him down, but you can't really stop him.
Exactly. And Guo Shaojie in the game now. OJ from outside shot, out the rim, no good. No rebound there for the Braves here anyway. They have a 7-point lead right now.
Oh.
And bad pass by Manigo.
Manigo expecting somebody to show up at the baseline after he penetrates. But
I guess people are expecting him to shoot.
McKinney wasn't like moving to get to the right spot because the baseline was really open. And that was the only angle that the pass can get through.
Like a fullback ran a different route than the quarterback said. Garcia with the ball. McKinney on him. Gives it tight to OJ. Still on the outside.
Oh, strong move to the basket.
Number 9, Guo Shaojie draws a foul driving in.
Guo is considering like a 3D type of player who's a spot-up shooter. But when you really take away his three-point shot and there's nobody on the weak side for help, he can go one-on-one as well.
Right. So the Braves really, like this time around, really got to force their way down to the lower half of the basket and try to draw some fouls on the 3 imports to get them in some foul trouble. It's worth a try at least.
Well, especially if McKinney's guarding somebody, they really have to go at him.
Exactly.
To make him work on defensive end.
Exactly.
Sometimes that's the best way to slow down a top scorer like him.
Get him tired. Work him.
Well, most likely, McKinney is a tireless worker. He looks like he's in like exceptional shape.
He's like Energizer. I go. Manigo, layup, no good. Blocked by Charles Garcia. Outlet to Mayo. Mayo, all the way. Left-handed layup, good.
Although Fubon is one of the slowest teams in the league, but once on the break, they shoot and score on a very high rate.
Here we go. Liu Zhao's second three-pointer of the evening. So far going with 2 for 3. He's going to stand out tonight if they keep letting him shoot. They can't let him shoot.
Well, Liu Zhao really didn't play much the last few games.
Deceptive, huh?
Well, he played in the NBL League last year in China, and he can really put it up.
Right. As you can see, 2 out of 3. 2 3-pointers already, and there goes Chuck Garcia. A little fadeaway, short 2, good. 21-11 with a 10-point lead. Oh, the ball stolen by Zheng Wending. Outlet 2. Tipped out by Katie Manigo. Good hands. All right, so far, I guess the Braves are doing a good job against the Macau Black Bears with a 21-11, 10-point lead so far. Ladies and gentlemen, good game so far. Don't go away. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back with more exciting ABL action. Be right back. All right, great music to come back to, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the matchup again between the Taipei Fubon Braves and the Macau Black Bears, with the Taipei Fubon Braves leading so far 21-11 with a 10-point lead over the Macau Black Bears. So, Mr. Kenny Gal, so far, like you said, the second time around here on the Taipei's home court, the Braves are starting really good, and now they're going to bring in Singbula. Are they doing the same thing as last time, or they actually just mixed up something and they actually kept the Bears imports in check?
Well, I think the Braves really have to keep up with the imports' playing time on the court, because now they build a quick 10-point lead. They can press this 10-point lead all the way to the end of the game. If they can, they can add on to more import playing time on their squad.
Right, a Singbula with the ball. Toss to OJ Mayo. And OJ draws a foul on Liu. So like I said, they're really taking it to the Black Bears this time around.
Well, I think after 2 games under their belt, they're more experienced, and you can tell that the intensity and going to the basket harder has been, the key for this game so far, and the Braves really have benefit from it.
Oh, shot from the outside, no good. And one more time, Shao Jie, short again. Bula, no good with the rebound. Tried 2 times in the same position. Guo Shao Jie missed the 2 3-pointers. Here comes the Black Bears. Following by 10 points. Trailing by 10 points.
Braves really rely on Guo and Zhang Bowei to shoot from the outside once they're getting the game.
Right.
But as you can tell, the Black Bears are really using just Leong and Liu for their outside shooting. They don't really go into the paint. They just stretch out the court.
Right. All right now.
Oh!
And a good backdoor pass to Guo Shao Jie from Uncle Drew.
The baseline defender was like they're caught in the headlight, staring at the ball while Guo Shao Jie backdoors him.
That's right. So that's why I like playing basketball, to keep your eyes open at all times. Edwards with a shot blocked by Bula. Tie with the pass outlet to Guo Shao Jie. And the pass got knocked. Leung with a layup, and it is good. Jenning Leung on that loose ball with a quick 2.
Jenny Liang finally got on the board.
Yes.
Not his traditional 3-point shooting.
Well, they still got to keep him in check, though. And Edwards just fouled Bula. So now we have Liu Zihao in the game with McKinney. And McKinney now goes out to take a break where Madigo comes back in. And Warren Leung comes back into the game. Have Bula at the free throw line. Well, they were perfect before.
Well, the Black Bears really have to try to get Sim outside the paint.
Right.
Because Brendan Edwards has been doing a very good job. Now it's up to the local players to do the same.
Exactly.
But moving Sam Bula outside the key, that's not an easy task.
Well, he is 7'5" and 290 pounds. I mean, my goodness. He's a house.
Plus, standing right next to Sim has magical effect of shrinking other players. Honey, I shrunk the players.
No, it's more like somebody just kind of blew very tall. Manigo with a shot. Off the rim, no good. So far, they've been kind of quiet.
Well, I think right now the Black Bears are missing a big part of Manigo's scoring power.
Exactly. Well, goes out from outside. No good. Actually, we see Zewinding at 6'7". Kind of had a short shot, but didn't take it. There we go. Now finally Manigo with those short turnaround, good for 2.
On the early offense, Manigo's able to get Hong Zhisan on a mismatch.
And almost Simbula got the rebound, but not quite this time. And Manigo, can he go again? No, short off the rim, no good. Guenzio with the rebound. Says slow it down a little bit right now. There's no need to rush.
Well, especially if you have Sim on the half-court offense.
Right.
You can wait for a little bit for him to set up.
And that was a bad pass by Guo Shaojie. That deflected. And of course, there's Jennings Leung. This has no good. Manigo with a high rebound. And blocked by Zewindi, but a foul's being called. And the crowds are booing him. Booing the ref saying no foul, but hey, We're not that close. We leave it to the refs.
But Menego really sky for this rebound. But Sun has timed the jump just the right way.
Yeah, right on the arm.
Little skin, little skin.
Little skin. All right, Manigo at the free throw line for 2. First one's good, bringing it to 24-16. So far with an 8-point lead by the Braves. Can you cut it down to 7?
I think Menego is almost perfect complementary player for McKinney because he does not require ball possession. He just score off offensive rebound or cut or come off the pick for jump shot.
Right.
Or once he gets a mismatch, he can really take advantage of a mismatch real quickly and score in a very short time.
Well, they all have their purposes. As long as they make it very clear, it's to their advantage, right? And the ball's being stolen again by Liu Zihao.
Oh.
Quick hands by the forward. And the toss the ball, and of course a bad pass by Lim. A little bit too low, kind of skimmed off the top of the surface. That kind of just skipped out.
He Jung-jin and Liu Zihao, they both came from a Hefei team.
Yes.
Together. And they playing NBL with last year's Black Bear import Anthony Tucker.
And so far, Tumbleweed just got called for traveling. Actually, was going to toss that ball, and then somehow he got kind of got blocked in front of him, kind of hesitated a little bit. And there's like, oop. Well, you be the judge. And now the Black Bears on the offense. Man to go from outside, no good. Rebound, Singbula.
Whoa.
Someone did with a big 3, no good. So far, they've been on a drought scoring-wise.
Exactly. They've been.
It seems like
they scored 3 points in the last 3 minutes.
It seems like the Braves this time around, after doing some substitutions, they're not really exactly sure what their offensive scheme is going to be like.
Well, they lost 2 scoring power players like Inchuk and OJ Mail, and they really haven't passed the ball down low to Singbula to get easy, close to basket shots.
Right. Xiao Shuiyi. Oh. Towards the end of the first quarter, that big 3-pointer is no good. So at the end of the first quarter, score is 24-19 with the Taipei Fubon Braves with a small 5-point lead so far over the Bears after leading by around 10 points earlier on during the first quarter. All right, folks, we'll take a break. Be back soon for the second quarter of this exciting basketball matchup. We'll be right back. Don't go away. We're back to this very exciting ABL basketball action here in Taipei Heping Basketball Gymnasium between the Taipei Fubon Braves versus the Macau Black Bears. And the Braves so far have a 5-point lead at 24-19 over the Macau Black Bears. But looks like the Black Bears are actually getting a hang of things, actually climbing their way back.
Well, the Braves, the last 3 minutes of the first quarter really went to scoring drought, scoring only 3 points. But the problem is Coach Rogers trying to rest Chuck Garcia and O.J. Mayo. And finally, you see the 3 imports of Fubon Braves coming on the court together. And this will really try to, work on their chemistry, see if the 3 imports can work really well together.
As I was saying, it's a 2-point turnaround shot by the Bears. Cut it down to a 3-point lead by the Braves.
Edwards really have to make that mid-range jumper work.
And Bula down low. Got swatted and the foul's called on Warren Leung. Or Brendan Edwards. Non-shooting foul. Garcia's back in the game. And Bula! Oh! Bula underneath the hoop for 2 and 1.
Well, this is what Fubon has to do. When Sim is on the court,
right,
they have to utilize him down low post. Because once Black Bear gets the ball, it's off to the races.
Yeah.
And then defensively, you have to force Bola to play defense outside the 3-point line or the mid-range. But if you don't utilize offensively,
right,
you're actually taking no advantage of his size.
And Bula's free throw is good. A 3-point play by Sim Bula. I mean, we have a guy like 7'5" guy like Sim Bula. It's almost kind of like not too smart by not using him. Like just kind of tossing him and see what he can do.
Right.
Just get him the ball and see what happens. I mean, McKinney with a shot, kind of short. Garcia with a rebound, and there's a foul. And I believe the foul is called on Mike McKinney.
This is McKinney's 3rd personal.
That's big. That's
huge.
That is
not
huge.
good for the Black Bears. Oh, he gets a technical.
He got a technical.
Wow, Mike's been on this referee the entire game, and he's not happy.
And I think the coach is not very happy.
Yes.
He better be careful because the coach, he might just get another one too. Now,
and DeMarcos, he's not very happy. You rarely see him get this irate.
He seems very quiet. He seems like a nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
So somebody must have triggered him up on that one. Well, the ref, I guess, probably had enough from McKinney goes, hey, leave me alone because give your team to kind of quiet you down.
Well, Dave, when your key player, your star player, gets 3 fouls in the
early in the
beginning of the second quarter and gets a tee, well, the coach has to get kind of upset, right?
Yeah. well, they're really giving it to the refs. And O.J. Mayo on the line for the bonus here. Off the front lip. Mayo on this one. So the score remains at 27-21. Fubon hanging on to a 6-point lead.
Black Bear tried to pick up full court.
All right, see what happens here. Okay, right here with the ball. Number 0, bring it down, controlling the ball.
It looks like just a full court man-to-man defense.
Yep.
And maybe in the next possession, they'll put a little mix-up defense.
It got Baga slapped down from Garcia, and then Manigo tries to go in, and O.J. Mayo just ties him up. Foul on O.J. Kenny Manigo on the line for 2. He can cut it down to a 4-point game with the 2 free throws right here. First one's good. Kind of rattles in.
Fubon really tightened up on defensive end this time around. And this is only Manigo's 7th point.
Right. Well, it's kind of baffling right now, like you say, the substitution methods of the Braves, because you have Uncle Ty there, who's doing so well, and then Ling and Ty both at the same time, not on the court. And they have actually a couple of, the second stringers guiding the ball. But Mayo this time takes it in for 2.
It's just a little crisscross, and O.J. Mayo able to split the defender.
You think they should actually start bringing either Ty or Lin back in the game right now?
Well, right now, Fubon is doing really well offensively. They're scoring the ball at a very high rate. The last 5 possessions, they scored on 3 of the 5 possessions. That's already pretty good, a 60% clip.
Yeah. And of course, Channing Leung can't keep him quiet for too long.
Well, don't get him open.
With the 3.
And don't get him started.
And don't get him started.
And he's able to score 20-plus points if he gets open.
We saw him during practice draining those 3 points. And the 3-point no good. Garcia with the rebound. But no, couldn't hang on to it. Channing Leung with the rebound coming down the court. And the ball is loose again. And Fubon Braves gets it to Bula. Bula gets tiptoed and dunked it. And the quick pass to Edwards. Somebody was caught sleeping on the Braves. Quick jet pass to Edwards.
After Sim dunks, he tried to get back on defense, but nobody communicated and picked up Edwards in the baseline.
Communication. All that is hey, 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 down there. That's all they got. That's all it takes.
Well, it's hard to miss somebody who's 6'6" and 245 pounds, you know.
Beneath the basket.
He doesn't blend in with anything or anybody on the court. You know, he's
a big guy.
He's a big guy.
He's a big guy. First free throw is no good. But I think overall the Braves are doing a good job on containing decently the 3 imports from the Bears so far.
Well, exactly. But now with Mike McKinney in foul trouble, I'm sure we probably won't see him remaining of this half.
This quarter. And a slap. Okay, Fubon Braves still with the ball. Lau Chupong with a slap. Knocked the ball away from Ojimeo. Chuck Garcia!
Lai Chimpong
Over
officially posterized.
Posterized. Lau Chupong just made the poster shot. Chuck got up quick, and Manico comes right back off the glass for 2. Hard to stop him. Hard to stop him.
I think Sim and Chuck really have to get on the help side a little quicker.
Right.
Because especially the local players guarding Kenny Manigo, it will be very difficult matchup.
OJ outside for 3, that's good!
Well, Fubon really needs to stop right now because so far, although they're scoring the very high percentage shots, but
they're trading.
Yes.
They're trading.
The Black Bears able to hold on and match shot for shot.
Right, Jennings Leung, is it going to be open? Toss it to Manigo, drives in! Bula! Over Bula off the glass. Nice touch there on Manigo.
Well, if I'm guarding Kenny Manigo, I will not leave my men for help. I don't care if somebody's going for a dunk. I will just stay on Kenny Manigo so he doesn't touch the ball.
Right, Garcia waiting for the shot, but the buck got taken away by Lau. Liu. And a bad pass to Jennings. A turnover for the Bears.
Manigo needs to be more selfish right now because he's shooting at a very high percentage. Although Jennings Leung can shoot from the 3-point line, but this time a dunk will probably result if he really attacked the rim.
Right. So with McKinney on the bench, I mean, this is the greatest time for the Braves to really take advantage of the situation. And I don't know, to me, it's like they haven't really, really taken full advantage of the certain situation right now.
Well, that's exactly what we're saying. Although Fubon able to score almost every time down, but defensively they have let down quite a bit as well.
Right. Lighting bringing the ball down. Garcia on the outside. Guo Shaojie. Mayo. Tosses it to Lighting, drives in and knocks out.
Oh.
He really couldn't go anywhere on that one. And a foul on number 0, Mr. Lai. Okay, we have all right. 那天 goes out. So we have 郭少杰, 洪志善, Mayo, Garcia, Zen. Toss it out to And we're going to see, like, there's 3 Bears involved in that sequence.
Well, the Braves failed to box out. They rely too much on their height and size right now without boxing out.
And He Jin got his 2 points off the rebound. The 3-pointer, good!
Well, they're just trading basket right now.
Yeah.
The Braves really have to step up on defensively.
You're right. You've been saying the last few minutes, exactly.
Heping already took out 2 of their imports. And now, if you can lock down on Kenny Medigo, all the scoring pressure will be on He Jin and Liu Zihao.
And Jenny
here goes Liu. Boom.
And there we go again.
He can really put it up. This is a 15-point scoring NBL last year, and he can shoot it from like way beyond the 3-point line.
Ladies and gentlemen, Liu Zihao is on fire today. So can anybody stop the substitution here for the Braves? We'll find out real soon. We'll take a short break, and we'll come back to exciting ABL basketball action. Don't go away. All right, welcome back to exciting ABL action with the Taipei Fubon Braves right now holding a small little 3-point lead over the Macau Black Bears. And we saw like Liu Zihao so far today been shooting a high percentage of 3-point shots, really keeping the Bears very close to the Braves. It seems like the Braves are about to break the game open. All of a sudden, a couple of threes here and there, boom, they're still in the game, only trading by 3 points.
Exactly, with McKinney in foul trouble.
Yeah.
And now Edwards out of the game.
Right.
Coach Heping now have to rely on the Twin Towers from Hefei.
Right. And they're doing pretty well.
Of course. Liu Zihao can really stretch the court. Being 6'6", he can fill it up from 25 feet out.
And nobody's blocking him. He's already made about, if I'm not mistaken, like 4 3-pointers so far already. And they're really not taking advantage of the situation. Wait till when McKinn, those guys come back in. I mean, basically the coach right now found like, hey, Liu Zihao is actually, one of our major 3-point threats.
Last year, Liu Zihao averaged 6.8 3-point attempts per game, shooting at 40%. Boom.
Chuck Garcia fighting tough down below the basket.
After the timeout,
right.
Braves just go straight into the post.
You got to go straight into the post, man. You have the height advantage, take advantage of it.
Try to expose the size disadvantage against He Jin.
But so far, like the Braves haven't really exactly utilized their height to the full advantage. They have like someone, they have like Bula, they have like Garcia. All these guys like way taller, and then they're not really taking it to the Bears like down low all the time. Somehow, Garcia's down there, but then again, they should be trying even more as opposed to like trading baskets from the outside.
Well, so far they have drawn 9 fouls from the Black Bears. And this is the 10th and 11th free throws for the Braves.
And so far, their free throws today has been respectable. So Chen Leung to Warren Leung. The 2 Leung brothers, not brothers, but 2 Leungs. Manigold. Still, we don't see Edwards or McKinney. Leung from outside off the rim, no good. Rebound, Garcia. Spin move on Liu. Drives all the way in. Can he take it? No. Take it outside. Maya from the outside for 3. No good. Jennings going to take it all the way? No. To Jennings. Manigo drives in. And a double pump over. Zheng Wending for 2. And the 2-point game.
Can really go, especially in a one-on-one situation. He's almost non-stoppable.
Manigo. And there's a miscalculation, a high pass. It's a mishandle by Guo.
A brief breather. Liu Zihao is out of the game. But at the same time, the Braves brings back Ling Zhijie.
Yes. Maybe they should have brought him in when Brandon Edwards wasn't on the court.
Well, there's such a thing called too much firepower, because when you have 2 or 3 guys on the court, it requires possession of the ball. There's only one basketball.
That's true. They got to share it. Manigo the ball. Leung back to Manigo. Jitters puts up a short shot and it's good. And it's a tie game, boys and girls. 40-40 apiece. So that 10-point lead quickly vanishes.
I think Coach Hunter Mickles quickly found out his bench has a lot of three-point powers.
Yep, we got Liu. And it rattles out. And the flip by Lin Zhijie that almost went in. That would have been a fluke. Well, it's all tied up at 40 apiece. Again, like game number 1, it's an exciting game. Going neck to neck. And another loose ball. Oops, slipped by Leung. And the ball, loose ball, picked up.
It's either he kicked the ball or 3 seconds in the paint.
Not sure.
Nevertheless, it's another turnover for the Black Bears.
Right. So turnovers, like we say, like both. Like we just saw the Braves with the turnover, and right away, the Bears have a turnover.
Well, because the Black Bears, they really have to play some scrappy defense in the paint.
Right.
They give up a lot of size and height. If they're not scrapping the paint, you might as well wave the white flag.
You got to get it down low, huh?
But so far, they're doing an excellent job containing the big men
right.
from the Braves.
And they would have to deny the big man from getting the ball. Garcia. Lighting up from 3. Good! Oh. That was a rainbow. That was a big rainbow.
Now, after making a 3-point shot, they really have to try to stop Kenny Menego now.
You're really going to that same point. You got to stop the offense. Jennings to Menego. Oh. There we can kind of see like Bula climbing all over Edwards on that one. He got like Bula. It's like, hey, get out of here. hey, yo, go, give me that. No. Fine, you caught me.
You can tell from that angle, Brandon Edwards just kind of snuck it right underneath the rim and got a good inside position of Sim, because against a giant like that, you have to really get low and try to push him out of position.
And you have to time it, right? You got to time it also.
Right. He sees his teammate's gonna shoot the threes, so he just kind of got in the right spot, the sweet spot for the air ball.
And the funny thing is, like, you see Bula, he doesn't really box out either, He just kind of stands there. I guess when you're 7'5", you can
you take up too much space already.
You're already boxing out by standing there. And Charlie Garcia with the ball to Ling. Ling has been quiet so far because he hasn't been playing that much, getting into sort of early foul trouble. Now he's back on the court again. He brings a lot of energy to the team, which I think people need.
Right.
There's a little fake step. So they caught him for a little traveling. And timeout by Macau Black Bears. So far trailing by 2 with possession. Calling a timeout. See what they can do. What's going to be doing different after the timeout. All right, basketball fans, we have a close game on our hands between the Taipei Fubon Braves and the Macau Black Bears. But so far, the Fubon Braves holding on to a short little 2-point lead over the Macau Black Bears. And we said, like, so far the first quarter, they came out really quickly. Jumped out to a big lead at 15-5, 10-point lead. And now it's a 2-point game.
Well, it looks like this game, the last time they played together,
Same thing, huh?
are coming from the same script. Fubon jumps out a real quick start, but Black Bear really caught up by the halftime.
Right. And see, Manico with a little floater.
Manico can really go, man.
And Manico can really go. And you know what? We're saying like they've been holding Manico quiet, but then they got quietly. He has 18 points.
Well, it's that mid-range floater that he's able to go, put up almost every time attacking the basket.
Right.
And so far, Fubon has found nobody that can stop that kind of one-on-one penetration.
Right. Oh, and a good pass down low, but could not handle it.
Manico is kind of frustrated. This is the third time that his team is not able to handle his pass.
There were quite a few shots. I mean, he actually had it right down beneath the hoops, but they couldn't handle the ball, like you said.
Right. Last game, Manico only scored 14 points, but he had 8 assists. So not only he can score, he can really, help his teammate finding scoring spot too.
Hula! See, when he gets that ball down there, you can't even try to stop him.
Yeah, offensively, I think Fubon really has to let Sin touch the ball every time down. Whether he gets double team, he passes out a double team.
Right.
But that will make the defensive team adjust. Whoa.
And we see Brandon Edwards with a little reverse layup for 2. As a tie game at 45 apiece.
Nice double clutch.
He got caught traveling again. That was good defense. He wanted a foul, but couldn't get one. We're almost nearing the end of the first half with about 40 seconds to go. The game is still tied at 45. It's almost the same script as last game. Tied game at the around halftime. Let's see the Black Bears with the ball. Manico tries to go in, and the floater this time no good. Ty with the rebound.
Finally, Ty guided Manico all the way to the basket when they have to challenge Sambula. But, Manico was able to find the sweet spot, that mid-range floater, earlier of this quarter.
Right.
But this time he's guided all the way to the basket.
And Garcia from outside, and it's good! 3-point. Leon with a shot, no good. And that brings to the end of the first half, where the Taipei Fubon Braves, after Charles Garcia's 3-pointer, leads by 3 at 48-45. Going to the second half. All right, basketball fans, we have a close game on our hands between the Taipei Fubon Braves and the Macau Black Bears. But so far, the Fubon Braves holding on to a short little 2-point lead over the Macau Black Bears. And we said like so far the first quarter, they came out really quickly. Jumped out to a big lead at 15-5, 10-point lead. And now it's a 2-point game.
Well, it looks like this game, the last time they played together,
same thing, huh?
Are coming from the same script. Fubon jumps out a real quick start, but Black Bear really caught on by the halftime.
Right. And see, Manico with a little floater.
Manico can really go, man.
And Manico can really go. And you know what? We're saying like they've been holding Manico quiet, but then they got quietly. He has 18 points.
Well, it's that mid-range floater that he's able to go, put up almost every time attacking the basket.
Right.
And so far, Fubon has found nobody that can stop that kind of one-on-one penetration.
Right. Oh, and a good pass down low, but could not handle it.
Manico is kind of frustrated. This is the third time that his team is not able to handle his pass.
There were quite a few shots. I mean, he actually had it right down beneath the hoops, but they couldn't handle the ball, like you said.
Right. Last game, Manico only scored 14 points, but he had 8 assists. So not only he can score, he can really, help his teammate finding scoring spot too.
Hula! See, when he gets that ball down there, you can't even try to stop him.
Yeah, offensively, I think Fubon really has to let Sin touch the ball every time down. Whether he gets double team, he passes out a double team.
Right.
But that will make the defensive team adjust. Whoa.
And we see Brandon Edwards with a little reverse layup for 2. As a tie game at 45 apiece.
Nice double clutch.
He got caught traveling again. It was good defense. He wanted a foul, but couldn't get one. We're almost nearing the end of the first half with about 40 seconds to go. The game is still tied at 45. It's almost the same script as last game. Tied game at the around halftime. Let's see the Black Bears with the ball. Manico tries to go in, and the floater this time no good. Ty with the rebound.
Finally, Ty guided Manico all the way to the basket when they have to challenge Sambula. But, Manico was able to find the sweet spot, that mid-range floater, earlier of this quarter.
Right.
But this time he's guided all the way to the basket.
And Garcia from outside, and it's good! 3-point. Leung with a shot, no good. And that brings to the end of the first half, where the Taipei Fubon Braves, after Charles Garcia's 3-pointer, leads by 3 at 48-45. Going to the second half.
Normally,
in the second quarter, so they're taking a rest. But then again, now the coach can say like, "Hey, when I need it, I know who to go to now. Who's got a 3-point damage and a different defensive, player that I can actually go to now in case somebody gets into foul trouble."
Exactly.
Right.
Normally, the Black Bears only use 7-man rotation. So far, first half, they already played 9 players already.
I think after today, they expanded their roster, man.
Well, expanding the usage and go deeper on the bench, that's exactly what it probably needs to do.
Right. And Warren Leung with the fake, loses the ball. Mayo picks it up. And is he going to go to Kip McKinney? And he got tripped up.
Oh.
And there's no foul call on that one. And somehow. And what does the ref call on that one?
Well, I think there's a incidental contact between Manico and Taiwan, but the ball, I think, is off Tai. Oh, it's off McKinney. At the very last second, touch his butt.
Ling Zhijie got called for another traveling call.
Wow, that's the 4th traveling call on Ling in this contest.
So I guess the refs here are really looking at their left and right ankles today. Being very, very particular about certain aspects of the game today, huh? So far, still 40-45 to open the second half. No one scoring yet. Warren Leung with the ball. Pass to the other Leung. Jennings. He's not getting a shot off. McKinney. Can he get a shot off? Shakes and bakes. Pass it off to Jennings. Back to McKinney. 3-point, yes or no? Yes! Oh. Shakes off a Brave defender and then drains the three. Old school would say swish. Now we got Zhen Wending. Trying to back in. He's got a size difference. Couldn't go. And he got traveled again. Zhen Wending has a size advantage over this defender. How come he just doesn't go over him?
Well, Warren Leong still very tough in his position. Plus, he's able to force Wending outside the post. Because once you have the ball, you try to dribble the ball, it's very tough to push somebody who doesn't have the ball with two stiff arms on your body.
Right. Okay. This time, Manigo with the miss. And Ty drives it all the way in, off the rim. And Garcia follows in with almost a dunk. A follow-through. A follow-through. And gets two for Chuck. Oh, Chen. Almost a steal. Warren, somebody left Brandon Edwards open.
Well, on the edge of turning the ball over, most of the players already out of real good help side possession.
And Mayo drives in and gets the ball knocked out. We're at 50 apiece. Mayo from outside, good! And it's a three, ladies and gentlemen. That makes it 53-50.
Offensively, OJ is really on par today.
He's getting
more
groove,
aggressive
yes.
today.
Right. Warren down to the left, no good. Chuck with a rebound. Blocks out Brandon Edwards. Nicely done. To Ling. Watch out for the travel. Mayo from the outside again!
Boom, another one!
Another 3-point from OJ Mayo. Back to back, boys and girls.
Well, it's great to see OJ take initiative on shooting the threes.
Yes, he's been kind of timid the last couple of games, isn't he?
Exactly, because Braves have too many firepowers. Sometimes being too, passive on the shooting, it's actually not good for the team.
Right. A lot of times you don't fake anybody out, you fake your teammates out. And Edwards got blocked by Garcia. Garcia takes the ball all the way to the rim, another two.
The Black Bears needs a timeout.
Timeout.
They need a timeout.
They need a timeout. And OJ Mills calling for the crowd. Garcia's calling for the crowd. Everybody in the house.
OJ and Chuck went for a 10-0 run.
Whoa.
That forced the Bears to call a timeout.
Exactly. All right, folks. It's 58-50. Braves with an 8-point lead. We'll take a short break and come back to exciting ABL action. So don't go anywhere. Don't even go to the restroom. Come back.
Where the Black Bears, they really have to regroup and go back to their scoring threat. The ball has to be in McKinney's hand.
Right.
And see if he can get something going.
Well, last time when the two teams met, the Fubon exactly had these little spurts of greatness, scoring all these points in a row. But all of a sudden they would just kind of cool down for some reason and kind of like lose steam all of a sudden. They had their little spurt. And then hopefully this one kind of maintains a little bit longer as opposed to take an 8-point lead. All of a sudden just go, hey, you don't have an 8-point lead. We're going to cool down, chill out. And all of a sudden, lose that lead real quickly. That's what happened last time.
Well, like I said, because Fubon is a rookie of this league. They don't know anybody. And, who can shoot, who's able to, defend well, who can shoot the three-point shot. But after 2 games, now they know Jenny Liang can really shoot from outside.
Right.
And so far, he gets no daylight.
No daylight.
They really smother him. They
Right.
don't let him see the basket. So you take away their outside shot, they take away their stretching shooters, and now they really have to go one-on-one. And plus, Fubon's playing really tough defense in this third quarter, enabling the Black Bears to get anything going
Right.
from their one-on-one offense.
Exactly. So Garcia take a shot, but Taiwan with the rebound. Now Ling, who's been quiet so far in the game. Toss it. Zheng Wending. Back to Mayo.
Oh,
with
he's
2
got
seconds.
5.
And a little short jumper.
There's nothing McKinney can do. He got caught underneath the rim. Plus,
Exactly.
he's got 4 personals.
That shot just looks like Kenny Manigault's shot. A little floater. Down low, Garcia. And McKinney, and gets a little bouncy thingy.
OJ fell asleep on defense.
Yep.
The ball was down low to Edwards, and OJ turned around, looked at the ball, and followed the ball, and forgot his men still have a lot of scoring threat.
That split second. Liu Zhao wants to travel on Garcia, but the ref calls it Braves ball. See, I think the coach of the Bears is saying, like, I've got a couple of guys that actually hold up their own end of the deal. Now they're getting more playing time on the court. Mayo.
Well, Leo really playing tough down low.
Yeah.
Stopping OJ for getting an easy deuce.
Right. I think they really have to give Leo some time to really show people what he's got. Because apparently, so far, the time he's been on court, he's been shooting very well from the three-point line.
Exactly.
And fighting tough beneath the boards. So he's another guy we got to watch out for, especially for the Braves. They got to be careful of Leo.
Exactly. Leo not only has size and experience, he can really shoot from the
He
outside.
has distance. Oh, Kenny Manigault with a spin, twist, and a bank shot off the board for 2 and 1. Ballerina move right there on Kenny Manigault.
Manigault past Ty and have to challenge Chuck for the very difficult shot.
If you want to describe that as more like a step, spin, twist, put it up off the board and good. That was a tough move on Kenny Manigault. And he's well over 20 points right now. Crowds are booing, but to no avail. The free throw is good. 60-55 right now. Then Bula's in the game. Bula down low. And of course, he just ate his defender like cookies.
Well, too easy. You let St. Bula flash the post and sweep across the key. He gets front of the defender. It's easy 2 points. Because not only he has the size, he has good footwork, and he has got pretty little sweet little hook shot.
And unless you take his leg out, he's going to be there all day long. And Manigault with a little soft touch from mid-range.
Manigault is still on the go.
Still on the go. Got to change his name to Way to Go. He's solid like a short range. His little floaters, his little 10-footers, it's gold.
Exactly. It's exactly what they need, because right now he's able to get that mid-range game going, and that fills up the gap between where St. Bula is able to come out and help and realistically where he's standing and helping.
And Taiwan with a 2-point where Mike McKinney came back quickly before we can even breathe, like a next breath, pulled up from the three-point line and gave 3 in return.
Exactly, kids. After you score, no celebration, because
it's quick. They're quick.
This is a very fast-paced game.
There we go. Ling Zhujie did the right thing. Give it to Bula again. I think they heard you, Kenny. Give it to Bula.
They finally figured out how to use St. Bula. They just throw it up there.
What do you mean figure out how to use it? Just give him the ball.
Well, all depends where the defender is standing, because
obviously below him.
Brendan Edwards trying to front him, and that's not the best way to play against him.
You see Manigault and his worth. He in front of Sing Bula puts him a fadeaway banker off the board for 2. A good shot over Bula. And will they do the same thing again? Will Bula go in? Ty drives in.
Oh, and one!
Does he get a foul on McKinney?
That's the 5th personal.
McKinney basically, and Taiwan drives in strong to the hoop.
Exactly.
Gets the 2 and the 1.
You know, this is a perfect read for Ty. He gets the ball, he sees McKinney was guarding him, then he just stuck his head and went all the way to the rim and draw the foul.
That's what it is. Now we can see McKinney and Mayo say a couple words to each other, like, I guess, words of encouragement. The hairstyle looks pretty much similar for the back.
And, folks, it's exactly what I was saying. In the third quarter, this is a very big gamble for Coach Hannah Mickles.
Right, you called it, Kenny. You called it.
And once he gets on the court, he's the target painted on back of his jersey. Because everybody who his guard gets the ball, they're just going to duck their head and go straight to the basket.
Well, today is a very different situation so far because they did what they had to do is get one of their main scoring threat, Mike McKinney, out of the ball game. So far, still in the third quarter. But today, from him even being away from most of the second quarter, we see like there's substitute coming in with Liu Zhao and everybody. They're actually really holding their own. So we don't know. Is McKinney leaving the game a definite win for the Braves? I wouldn't think so far.
So far, the momentum looks pretty good for the Braves.
Right, of course.
And plus, losing a 26-point average player really will hurt a short bench.
Anybody.
Especially when your bench is really short. You have no history proving that your bench is able to take over a 20-point deficit. So if James Harden's hurt, for the Rockets, you might have Russell Westbrook taking over and score 40.
Right.
But right now, Menego really has to get going even more than what he's been doing.
Okay, there's a loose ball. Liu Zhao back to Menego from outside. No good. Rebound Bula to Lin. Lin tried to go to the basket and a foul by Liu Zhao.
Very smart Euro foul by Liu. Because if he didn't foul the Beast, it would be a showtime for the Beast.
Yeah. So I think Liu really found his time today, and he's going to really make it shine. Still with the ball are the Fubon Braves.
Well, now the Bears are showing a 2-3 zone.
And someone with the ball on the outside. Guarded, it drives to the basket, and still not looking for the shot. And lighting in the number 0 from the corner for 3.
Well, Fubon got exactly what they wanted because off the 2-3 zone, what you're really trying to do is work the ball and get an open outside shot.
Right, so now Menego has the ball. He's got to take over the game right now. Another short floater, but this time Bula got the rebound. No good on the floater. To Ling Zhijie off the 1-2.
The Braves have a very good opportunity to blow the game open
exactly.
here.
They have to take advantage of the situation with the momentum and their scoring drive and everything. They're all in sync at the moment. Take advantage. In this game, I don't want to say it's over, but it's going to be tough for the Bears. And, of course, they left him open for the corner. No good this time. Edwards sent the ball out of bounds. So very surprising turn of events today because normally McKinney doesn't foul that much, and today he got fouled out early in the game, especially with that really painful technical foul.
Well, this is exactly what we're talking about. Fubon has done a really good job going at McKinney today. From the very beginning. Whoever McKinney was guarding, they were going to the basket.
Go to him, yeah.
They were putting pressure on McKinney, both offensively and defensively.
And, of course, we have another traveling call on Zheng Wending. There's a lot of traveling calls today. There's so many traveling calls today, they could have traveled to Taichung.
Man.
Walk like an Egyptian.
If you get a dime for every traveling call tonight, you might be rich.
I'd be a millionaire, my friend. And, of course, three-point man go outside, guarded by Tai. Oop. Something happened. Ling Zhijie is calling for travel, of course. But we're still waiting for the verdict. Oh,
I think
foul.
Somebody got tangled up in the paint, and somebody got short end of the stick.
That's why he's going out. See ya, Zheng. All right. We call him the landlord. All right, Jenning Leung inbound to Edwards. Edwards not looking for the shot.
The landlord tried to get signed a rental fee, but was
Edwards
refused.
on the outside. Oh, in and out. Tough luck shot. Garcia with the rebound. To Lai. Lai bringing it down the court. Edwards. Who's he going to go to? Where's Bula? Is he going to toss it out? And he got tangled up inside. Good defense. Tough defense, got to say.
I think Fubon, the Braves are really going hard into the basket right now.
Yeah.
They're really putting a lot of pressure on the entire Bears defense to really help out. If they cannot get them outside the paint, they will all end up collecting fouls.
So Lau, I think, had the foul on that one. Garcia to the line. And I think they listened to me. They actually practiced their free throws over the weekend.
They had a week and a half
Over the weekend, they did some
of
free
running,
throw practices.
not free throw shooting.
All right, Chuck for two at the line. So right now it's a 13-point lead, a 15-point lead by Fubon. The biggest that they've had in both of the contest. So I guess they found the magic way. Just keep taking it to the Bears and see what they can do to stop you.
Oh.
And there was a hard foul right there. But Jenny Leung with a short jumper near the free throw line. No harm, no foul. They have a 13-point lead. What are they going to do? Ling Zhijie to Bula. Bula backs him down. Turns around for a short, no good. He gets his own rebound. Brings it back in. And gets it off the board with no foul. Is there a foul count? And a foul call. This is where all 7'5" of him came to use, my friend.
This is what you call, my friend, a bully basketball.
That's bully basketball like we saw on the screen earlier today during the game. That first shot he put up was, I don't know, he tossed it up or something. I don't know what he did. But somehow at 7'5", he just stood there, got the ball back, and put it back up strong.
It's not very smart for Sim to put the ball on the floor in a group of Black Bear players on the weak side. And it's been very scrappy basketball game the entire time.
A lot of hands coming in there, yeah.
But finally, the whistle blows and the ball goes in, and Bula will get another chance of adding some points.
But he doesn't this time. But now they're fighting that formula. Taking it to the Bears and putting it in the middle to Bula down low.
So far, it's been working.
So far, it's been working. But can Manigo come back and take over the game? Little two. Lau from the outside, and Lau hits a three-pointer. Lau Ka-tong. Lau Chun-pong. Excuse-moi.
Oh.
Quick move by Kenny Manigo. Almost a steal, but luckily for the Braves, the ball went out of bounds. See, you can't sleep, my friends. You can't sleep.
Exactly. Although 15 points looks like a lot, but with the firepower and the fast tempo and pace that Black Bear always commands, the 15 points can melt real quickly. My friend, just like that kind of pass will let your 15-point lead go real fast.
Thank goodness he's not playing American football. He would have tossed it right to the safety of the other team. Or the defense, or the yeah. Yeah, we don't even want to look at the replay on that pass. It's like a long time ago watching an American football game in college, and the kicker really kicked it, like shake the ball. This is one of those things that kind of floated out. Okay, with 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Got some substitutions coming in. Bula remains in. Manigo, tie on Manigo. Manigo goes in, tosses it out, two!
Wow.
Bad pass on Bula. And Manigo. Lost the ball out of bounds, but still, Bears ball.
Well, the Bears able to get 3 possessions.
Right.
You know, the final 19 seconds of this quarter.
That's kind of weird, huh? How do they do that?
Well, you know, Fubon gets this big lead, and they start trying to doing too much and really kind of shoot himself in the foot.
Right.
If they could get out of this quarter still leading by
double digits,
that will be very good for them.
Right. Whoa! From downtown and almost went off the board. From Liu. So at the end of the third quarter, it is the Taipei Fubon Braves 79 and the Macau Bears at 67. So in the third quarter, I think they kind of found their little tactic against the Bears is like taking it to the players and giving it to Bula down low, huh?
Exactly. But the Bears refuse to lay down. And this will be another fight in the fourth quarter.
All right, we'll be right back, my friends. Mike McKinney with foul problems, finally fouled out during the third quarter. So going to the fourth quarter right now with a 12-point lead to Fubon Braves and no McKinney. How do you weigh this?
Well, I think Miguel really has to be
Take
more
over.
assertive and aggressive toward the basket and create for other
Right.
Black Bears to get open shots. Because for him alone to take the entire burden of scoring load, that would be almost impossible. He would have to penetrate and cause the defensive to collapse and pass it out to shooters to really bomb it for the three-point line.
Right. Okay, now on the court, we still got Manigault and Edwards. Jenning Leung, He Junjian, Lao Chunpong, and He. Somebody left He open down low.
Well, Sim
for the
tried
easy
to,
two.
Sim tried to go for a help side block.
Right.
But he's out of position for the defensive rebound.
So now Charles Garcia back in the ballgame. Bula!
A simple post exchange give Bula a shot right in front of the rim.
You don't think this is like an easy thing for anybody to do with the guy like Sim Bula at 7'5", right? Just go underneath the hoop, give him the ball, and see him dunk the ball. It sounds really simple, right? But the problem is they are really, like you say, they're very scrappy, so it's not that easy. But somehow they're finding a way now.
Well, exactly. Plus, I think, Brandon Edwards is a strong guy.
Right.
And if he's able to meet Sim at the rim, he might be able to block the dunk. But this is a matter of size over power.
Right.
And plus, Sim was at the absolute shooting position right in front of the rim. And Edwards got caught underneath the rim.
Right. And some words are being exchanged on the court. Not sure what was being said, but that seemed all right. Bula with the second free throw, and no good. But so far today, I think they're 15 for 18 free throws so far, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
And Lai Ting-en with some tough defense on Jenning Leung forced the turnover back and over and back.
Well, Lai Ting-en, I think, will be one of the best point guard for Taiwan in very short future.
Because?
Because, first of all, he has excellent vision in command of the ball, and plus he plays some nasty defense. Last time these two teams met, Lai Ting-en was instrumental in stopping McKinney to 6 points in the second half.
Right.
And today, he's doing it again. Oh, my.
And Towers Hill with the shot clock running out, puts up this sky hook that went to the time clock. They heard a beat. Okay, I think it hit the top of the board there.
Well, the 24 seconds went by real quickly because they had the possession off the turnover.
No, that was strange.
I think they didn't readjust. They ran off the remaining of the 24-second clock.
It seemed like nobody caught it but you. We have to go back and look at the replay
I'm
later
very
on.
stingy when it comes to time.
And something else.
Hey, watch it.
Easy. All right. I'm talking about cash, brother. All right. Brendan Edwards went for the dunk, but got fouled in the process, so he's going to the line for two.
Edwards has real tough time tonight on the free throw line. Normally, his free throw are money, but tonight he's shooting 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Yeah, 3 out of 5 for someone being called money is just not that great of a percentage. But today, on the contrary, whereas the Fubon Braves actually shooting decently from the line.
Well, it's a tough job for him tonight,
Right.
Just from the get-go, he has to push out Charles Garcia.
Right.
And then it does not get any easier when Simbula checks in the game.
Right, and then double team there, coming across half court. We got Zheng Wending driving in. Is he going to put it up? No, he's not. Tsai Wen-chen off the board for 2. Uncle Tsai.
With the Euro step.
With a Euro step. Oh, he
Wow.
goes straight at Zheng Wending. And forced the contact on Zheng. That's right, landlord, it's on you.
Oh.
No denying. He said, I'm stepping back, but then again, you're moving. If I hate you, that's your problem, my friend.
Exactly. Menego is a tough customer.
Yeah.
Not only he refused to pay the rent, but he got some money out of it.
Hey, I like your metaphors over here, man. Because somebody is called the landlord. That's a stingy landlord. I gave you space, you took my money.
Since been lasted 8 years in CBA in China.
That's right.
Played with the Shanghai Sharks.
Shanghai Sharks are friends. Kenny Manigault, 27 points on the evening. He's still holding his end of the bargain. Zhen Ding. Lighting in, driving in. Mayo from that side. Good!
Oh.
Today, OJ is okay.
Penetration and pass.
OJ is okay today.
Exactly. Especially in fourth quarter. Now, the Black Bears fullbacking the 2-3 zone, but OJ is able to knock down that baseline three-pointer time after time.
Right. Oh, OJ. Right, there's a quick outlet pass to Lightingham, who puts up a banker off the board. And of course, it's called for goaltending. So he gets 2 points, my friends. All right, so right now we're in the fourth quarter, 7:33 left in the game. And they have a 14-point lead. And Tai playing tough. And Tai and Zewanding going hard for the ball.
You can tell the Braves are hungry for this game.
Yeah, they want this game to be for the fans, my friends. After losing last game to the Kuala Lumpur Dragons, they really need this win to increase their confidence and everything else.
Exactly, and so far, this young season, the Braves hasn't been able to hold on to the lead.
Right.
And right now, down fourth quarter, up by 14. This is like the biggest lead, the latest of the game.
Right. Well, now it's really up to them to really hold that lead. Because last time, remember, they had the lead going into the final seconds, and then OJ had a few critical mistakes.
Oh.
And OJ did the Manigault move. He stepped, spin, and put it off the glass.
Well, that's
but
why.
no and one, though.
That's why Chuck is so difficult to stop, because not only has great reach and strength, but he's very mobile, especially attacking the rim.
Right. And the ball, and Garcia gets the ball, and gets stolen back. And Liu, in a moment of rushness, is that a word? Rushness? Hesitation, lost the ball.
I think Liu's got to look a little more for his shot.
Yeah.
It's good to be unselfish. It's good to look for teammates, but, today, Blackbeard needs a scorer right now. Somebody who can put volume points on the board.
Yeah. As we were saying, Taiwan Trent is so like stealthy. He went under the basket. Nobody even picked him up. It's like he wasn't even there. Jennings underneath the basket. Oh, somehow gets it to it. Warren Lim for 2 points.
Finally, a Canadian connection scores again.
Vancouver to Toronto. I'm not sure they're from there, but
finally ends the Black Bear scoring drought.
So right now, so he had work there on the clock. Charlie Garcia with the ball to Lai. Lai brings it out. 9 seconds. He drives in. Ow! Puts up a great move, but just couldn't finish it off with the left hand. Leung with a three-point shot. Is it good? Yes! Jenny Leung found daylight and made it count. Big 3 points for them.
Jennings finally gets some opening from the three-pointer off the fast break.
It's only a 13-point lead with like over 6 minutes left in the ballgame. Still an anyone's ballgame. Charlie moves and got fouled going to the rim. Would this be a shooting foul? And we have Lin Zhijie coming in for OJ Juice.
Looks like the defender has real problem with how Chuck is taking that 2 steps after picking up the ball. Because the new rule is after you, the last dribble after you pick up the ball, you're allowed 2 steps. And looks like, Chuck has really put his magic touch where he picked up the ball becomes
it's very shady, yeah?
Very controversial.
Very controversial.
A good argument piece between the opposing player and the referees.
Oh, speaking of shooting, what was here? He missed the 2 free throws. Hopefully it wouldn't matter in the outcome of the game, but still, any points would be important, even at this point in the game. 5:40 left in the game, down by only 13 are the Bears. And don't forget, they got long-range power. Leung with another shot. That is good.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Exactly. You give him daylight, he's going to make it bright. Fubon right away calls a timeout. Has Jenny Leung found his touch? It seems that way. All right. 5:32 left in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break, our friends. Be right back for more exciting basketball action.
Melted
Whatever
the iceberg and the drought that Black Bear was facing. Was facing.
Right. So basically today for the Black Bears, a lot of people actually stepped up. We see like Liu Zihao and Jenny Leung really, really contributed to the team today.
Black Bears really need some local players to step up in scoring double figures. So far, they have 2 potential double-digit scores.
And we see He Junjian got stuck with Singbula. And you know what Singbula did to him? Ate him up.
You can't let Sim catch the ball
You have to push him out.
unpushed down the low block.
He's got to be at least 5 to 7 feet away, at least.
Yes.
Well, Leo, and then outside shot. And there was a foul on the shot by Manigo. And that was a foul on the Braves, and Katie Manigo is again going to the line. Okay, well, I guess after seeing the replay, a lot of people have different ideas about the thing. But then again, like we said, that's part of the ball game, my friends. Right now, it's a 12-point lead for the Fubon Braves. And Kenny Manigo can bring it back down to 10 again after these 2 free throws. Let's see if he does it.
Manigo really have to handle the scoring load. I think the ball should be on his hand majority of the time.
Right.
So even when he's not scoring, he's able to draw defensive attention and quickly kick out to shooters like Jenny Leung or Warren Leung or Liu Zihao.
Right.
Because right now,
They have the
nobody's
range on it.
creating for them. Nobody's creating for these shooters from the outside.
Right.
And the three-point shooter we're mentioning are not isolation players. They're not the type of kid who can really create their own shots at a high percentage rate.
So neither person actually guide them and really create some space for them to actually do their thing.
Well,
So 2
either
out of
you
3.
run double picks off these shooters and then they'll come out for open three-point shot, or Manigo have to create for his teammates.
Right, so bring it a 10-point game right now. Lighting him back in the game. Ty, Uncle Ty. Bula sets a pick. Ooh, yay. Ty to Lai 2. Ling fakes, takes it in to Ty on the outside. Bula with the rebound. Ayya! So that's what happens when you have a guy 7'5". He wasn't even like going over there. He went over the player's head.
Well, because the Black Bears players are not really in position to box out Simbula, because all these penetration kick out really have made the zone defense scrambling. When you're scrambling on the zone defense, you can't really box out the guys who's underneath the rim.
Right. So coming down the stretch, a free throw is going to become a kind of an issue, I guess. I would imagine with Bula down low. I'm sure when they see Bula down low with the ball, they're gonna foul him no matter what. See,
that's 4 missed free throws in a row.
And Bula, that's 4 points right there.
You know,
which goes back to what we were saying like earlier on the game. The free throw, I say they were doing okay for the first 3 quarters. Now in the 4th quarter, the same problem is happening again. And the good move down low, but somehow Brandon Edwards came up with the ball over Bula. Manigo drives in. Back was no good, but it was a good drive. Lighting in, driving in, fast, and got picked from behind from Jennings. And got pickpocketed from the back. And Manigo with the ball. And taken it by Garcia. They really don't have to rush. They have all the time in the world. Garcia got the ball and somehow found a way to put it back against the board and put it in. Scrappy play on the little back and forth over there.
The Black Bears tried to draw a charge foul, but Garcia was able to go really fast and have good body control.
Right. Oh. Ball's not out yet.
Oh, nice hustling.
Nice hustle by Lin Zhijie, but still, I think last second he stepped on the line. But good hustle, good hustle, good hustle. And I think the fans really appreciate the hustle by Lin Zhijie on that play right there.
Oh.
And we got Sun Wending, the landlord, back in the game. OJ back in the game. Along with Lin Zhijie, Bula, and Tsai, Uncle Tsai. Look at Jenny Leon with the ball. Still, Manigo's got control. He's got the con. Takes a shot from outside, and it's good.
Oh.
He still got that smooth stroke.
Well, too easy because Sims' player came out, set a screen on Ling, and Sims not able to come out to 20 feet out to really help out.
And Mayo, OJ Mayo come back with a little floater of his own that bounced in.
OJ is playing with much different attitude today.
Yes.
He's ultra aggressive
He's more
toward the
assertive.
basket and shooting the ball.
That almost lost the ball as the Bears. Out to Jennings, and he's open again. But no good this time. Edwards with the ball.
Oh!
Shoved it down his throat by Bula. And he puts it up again. Bula almost made Edwards eat that ball.
Oh.
But then again, Edwards never quitting. Got the ball back and put it right back up again.
Well,
that's how you should play. It's got to keep going forward and up and up and up.
Pump fake does not really work that well on Simbula because
just stands there.
he doesn't really need to jump
He
unless
doesn't.
he jump and get out of a good defensive position like what he just did last possession.
Right.
If he stay where he is, just go straight up, Jennings, Edwards will not be able to take a second shot at the rim.
Okay, and that brings it down to a 9-point game.
Well, friends, this game is by far from being over.
Yes. Well, we're saying that 13 point is nothing to be safe with because you have to do time management. And sometimes you see like some of the teams, you have like a good lead, but yes, somehow they want to be rushing and hustle and doing fast breaks for some reason. And this time, Manigo get the ball back to Edwards. He wants to shove it down, but someone went up there and challenged him. Drew a foul, but good challenge.
And this time, Edwards will have to prove himself on the free throw line.
Yes.
And so far today, this hasn't been a sure thing for him on the free throw line.
But then again, now at this situation, you look back at some of those free throws like the Fubon took, and you said like the 4 straight missed free throws by Bula and Garcia. You say 2, right? The 50% would have been 99 to 88, something like that. But then again, that shows the free throws are really, really important.
Well, it's a 9-point game. That means they need 3 possessions.
Right. It
to
is
tie
8
the
now.
game. 3 3-pointers.
Right.
But if they make Edwards make both free throws, they still need 3 possessions.
Right.
So Fubon can easily take the clock down to minute 40 after this possession. So the key is Fubon cannot turn the ball over like they did last time. Cough the ball up too easily.
Last time
too quickly.
Last time around this time, that's when OG made a couple of critical mistakes and turned the ball over.
Well, just the last possession, they coughed the ball up like real quickly.
Right. And OG again with the ball. What's he going to do this time? Still 18. He jacks up a shot.
Oh.
See? He had 15, 16 seconds. He didn't run the clock down. He took a three-pointer, which is no good. And now Jennings.
Well, the big problem right now is Fubon is already in the bonus. Every foul will not only stop the clock, they will get 3 points on the board.
So it was kind of it's kind of anyone's guess where you have all the time in the world. He wanted to take a three-pointer.
Well, it's open shot.
It's open shot.
But as experienced as OJ, he should know that, especially down toward the end,
right,
when he's running the clock down, they shouldn't be rushing anything.
Exactly.
It's the defenders they have to rush things up.
Exactly. Make them come to you. And Jennings Leung capitalized on 2 free throws. Now it's a 5-point game with OJ with the ball. Speaking of which, Garcia with the ball again. Debula!
Oh.
Slam dunk. Well, when you have a dunk like that, I would take it.
Yes. You know, what the Black Bears try to do is really speed up the game so they can get the possession back. They want to rush you to force you to take an ill-advised shot or into a turnover so they can get the ball back.
Right. With this one off the loose ball where Taiwan Chen went up for the read loose ball with Jenny Leung, and Tai got the better end of the deal. So Fubon ball with a minute 31 and a 7-point lead. Let's see what they plan to do on over here. Bula still in the game. And Charlie, yeah, they got to really take out some of the clock, work some of the clock, and hopefully at the last few seconds get a good shot and get another couple points. Ling's legit, chase the ball down. And there's another bad pass, and a foul.
Wow. Another
ill-advised.
free throw.
You just shoot, like I said, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You have all the time in the world.
Exactly.
Why even drive in? What's the point? Let them come to you. Why are you going to them?
And let the clock go off the board. Let the time.
Take a 24-second shot clock violation of all things in the world, my friend.
Yes.
Even that's better than nothing. You take no time off the clock.
It's bad you made one bad decision, but it's horrible when you make 2 bad decisions in a row. You turn the ball over and you foul. And
that's two free
quick
throws.
Points. It's quick 3 points without any defensing.
Exactly.
And this happened twice already.
Shouldn't the coach be telling these guys, hey, take it easy, work it down to 5-6 seconds, and then take a shot and see what happens? Isn't that fundamental?
Well, but the pressure really amounts on both teams.
It is. Jenny Leung, a good three-point shooter, missed a free throw, so the pressure is on. So, you know, it's you know, but I just don't know what to say because you have a lead and control, and like you said, shoot yourself in the foot. I think they're running out of bullets by shooting themselves in the foot.
Oh, you're running out of foot to shoot.
Bullets got a big feet, man. And Taiwan Chen, 10 seconds. Now they're working a little bit of time off the clock. Garcia with 7. Mayo. If this goes in, yes! Now that is a perfect, what do we call it, execution.
Great execution.
That's perfect execution.
Great time management.
That's perfect execution. Now hold on to the ball and Merry Christmas, my friends. And that was a nice little fake by Uncle Tai. We had Mayo open. They thought he was going to toss it.
Very smart move.
And now no fouls. Jennings on the outside, off the rim, no good. Tai with a rebound. Looks like it's about it. And Garcia. And I think the Bears are saying, like, that's about it.
Right.
And you can see the Bears fought hard, but without Mike McKinney, that made a huge difference because of his foul trouble. And today the Braves actually did a pretty decent job in this game all around. So Manigo is just going to run out the clock right now. I say thank you, my friends. Great game. And sportsmanship. Say hi to everybody. And that's it, my friends, at the end of the game. Taipei Fubon Braves 106, Macau Bears 93. Handing the Macau Bears a second loss of the season and the second straight win for the Braves against the Bears. So I guess they did learn something this time around compared to game number 1.
Well, first half, the Black Bears were head-to-head with the Braves in the paint.
Right.
But second half, Fubon took off, 56-32. Another dominant performance inside the paint.
Right.
By the Fubon Braves.
So the key thing was the fourth quarter, they actually held on and cut down their mistakes. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, 106-93, congratulations the Braves. We'll take a break and we'll be back.
This broadcast of the ASEAN Basketball League may not be reused in any way, shape, or form without an express written consent of the ABL.
Delvin, go right there. Another block by Delvin.
Wide open is Regulish. Back-to-back triples for Mono Vampire.
Only 7 remaining. He makes his move. Young forces it up and in!
CC hasn't made a shot before that.
Pretty good so far here in the first half.
Lie. Oh, everyone for the Black